Most people see photographs of objects in advertisements, magazines, and catalogs, and don't see beyond the objects themselves, about how they are arranged and composed, or how they are lit, or about the styling involved. The objects may as well have been just thrown down, and the photographer maybe moved them just a little and just clicked the camera. Not only is that just not the case, but photographing still life might be the most difficult and painstaking form of photography. It may seem an easy exercise, but it's not. A still life setup can take hours to complete, and it's often very tedious and frustrating. The subject matter in still life photographs is sometimes uninteresting, and the challenge may be to have it tell a story, or to communicate an idea, and of course be visually appealing. The viewer is drawn in and taken on a little tour, without him or her even being aware of it, and it often does so on a very subtle level, appealing to one's senses in the process. Still life photography plays an important role in presenting consumer products and services to the buying public, and certainly still life photography in particular is crucial to displaying things such as food and beverages, cosmetics and fragrances, apparel and accessories, jewelry, electronics, and many other products to the market. Product photography is seen in advertising, magazines, catalogs, and brochures, on television, on websites, on billboards, and on packaging. In a photo shoot, the photographer is called upon to infuse as much life and atmosphere into a photograph as possible. The challenge is to capture a viewer's attention and draw them into an advertisement, as opposed to turning the page on what is otherwise a boring or lowly object. This requires imagination from the art director as well as the photographer, and a team effort is important. The success of the product being advertised depends on the quality and clarity of the photograph. The photograph is not just taken, but is completely created from scratch. What type of setting, which type of background to use, the type of lighting to use, what props to add, and of course the composition. All this contributes to the mood and overall tone of the image. Form, color, and texture are all considered throughout the process. Shooting still life is very demanding, and the photographer is expected to have a keen sense of lighting and have strong compositional skills that together help him make the picture as opposed to just taking one. It's the still life photographer's control and careful arrangement of the photograph's elements that achieve those goals and allows the photograph to tell a story. That story often begins with a thought or vision in the head of the photographer or art director. While we understand the importance of still life photography in the commercial sense, we should recall its roots. Still life's history, as with other forms of photography, originated in traditional painting techniques. It illustrates our culture and goes beyond simply recording a scene. While people have been painting objects for thousands of years, serious still life painting only took off around the 1500s, mainly in Northern Europe. For throughout the Middle Ages, art was supposed to serve Christianity, and you saw mostly biblical scenes in paintings. By the 17th century, still life became an art form in itself, especially in the Netherlands, and a sector of Dutch painting created a specialist form of still life and raised it to the level of high, fine art. The paintings were moody, rich in texture, and full of shadows. They were exercises in composition and highly styled. Paintings like these were often done for wealthy buyers looking to decorate their dining rooms. There were a few still life photographers that, over the last few decades, really set the bar as far as art-influenced still life photography. By far, Irving Penn led the way, one of the great masters of photography. His work was clearly influenced by his background in painting and design.